Let's go! Siyapa, Siyapa, you're the vibes insane. Many Kaur dropping flames, no cap, no game. Chaos in the mix, we running the lane. Siyapa, Siyapa, turn up the pain.
Guys, welcome to the second episode of Siyapa! Yay! I'm so happy that you guys are here, and I know that I'm going to introduce my guests. We're going to start with Sonica first. You've been on my podcast, and we know you for being real as it gets. Yeah, so you're going to drop it like it's hot, and you're back, and you'll come back again and again and again, and I can't wait to reveal what today's topic is, because I know that you're going to share some...
I can't wait.
Hot stuff, aren't you? And then we've got Karan.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and you're at the end of the show, you're going to be like, I didn't sign up for this.
Well, I think I know what I signed up for.
Do you really? Do you know who's sitting in between?
Really?
I feel like I've gotten to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yes.
You know, I'm getting to know you guys.
I know you.
Yeah.
You don't know me. You
can't speak Punjabi.
Okay, so let's disclaim that. Yes. No.
He's going to have a lesson today.
Yeah.
Lots of
I
lessons.
understand bits of Punjabi, but I can't speak it very well. It's, okay, so I'll put it out there. So there will be some things that will fly over my head. So you're just going to have to translate for me.
Yeah.
If you're cool with that.
We're going to help you.
Okay, amazing
And
stuff.
you know what? You're going to have a fantastic time.
I think I will.
Yeah, you will. And I'll just make sure that they just, be easy on you. Be easy on him.
Oh, no.
Be easy on him.
She's not going to be easy on you.
Babes, I'm never easy on anyone. So.
You just said she keeps it real. That means she's ready to just...
No, I'll look after you. Yeah.
Please.
And then we've got Jazz, my older sister, and you guys have all met her before on the other shows and in my general life.
Yes. In your general life.
In my general life.
general life.
Yeah, she's there. So today's topic is about romance, dating dilemmas, love, and everything that comes with it, but with a Desi twist. So I'm sure you guys are going to be ready to share your experiences, your views, your opinions.
What's romance?
And
Just the same question. Get talking.
That means
What is that?
Okay, I had a guess.
bachata.
I know what that means too.
Yeah, okay. Let's just hope you're not a bachata in love. No.
Are you?
We'll find out.
Let's find out.
Now.
Let's find out about him first.
Yeah,
hang on a second.
let's talk a bit. Come on. You start the topic off.
What do you want me to say?
So, okay.
What's my story? Okay.
Let's just think about how love and perceptions have changed. So if we think about it, with our Desi vibe, our Desi households, do you think that love and romance is viewed very differently in our homes compared to the Western world?
Yep. Straight off the bat, yeah.
Come on then.
Oh, okay, I shouldn't
I
have
want
spoken.
you to elaborate.
You threw me under the bus there. You kept trying to leave us, just knowing I was going to speak, and then all eyes were on me like, he's done it to himself. Okay, yeah.
Quite clever like that.
Okay, don't blow your own trumpet.
Yeah, you would.
Okay, so I don't know. I just feel like growing up for me, like when I was young, for example, and obviously you go through stages where you finally you meet girls and stuff, and obviously at a very young age, and you're in school, your parents are very much no, just don't do it. They'll just if you see a girl, you come home and you start saying, oh, school was really good today, I met this girl, instantly eyes are flare, don't do it.
Yeah.
Focus on those books, focus on your career, focus on what you want to do in life, save the girls for later in your life. I've always been told that. I didn't listen, but I was told it.
Yeah.
But having said that, not that it helped. I grew up really, I wasn't ever really good at anything with girls when I was young at all. I couldn't speak to a girl until I was 17, fun fact. Yeah, 17.
Oh,
But I think you've had it quite easy.
I was
with
what?
what?
Yes.
You wouldn't even mention a boy.
This is why I've brought this
You could
different
not say
job because
You can't actually look at a boy.
Yeah.
I couldn't look at a girl till I
No,
was
but,
17.
the thing is,
Your
if you came
generation's
home
different. You couldn't
and you're saying you
mention-
actually had said to your mum,
Or
I
you
like
walked
someone,
with a
or
boy.
can I date someone, or I am dating someone, we would get the eyes, we would get.
You get married next week.
We would, yeah.
You get married next week.
Yeah,
You
no,
go,
it wasn't allowed.
No, you weren't allowed. You weren't allowed to actually mention a boy's name.
You couldn't have friends to talk to.
Oh,
Just
no.
wouldn't happen.
No.
Yeah, even a boy as a friend,
Yeah.
that's questionable. You can't walk home, on your way to, home after school, and you're just walking with a boy.
And we
That's
didn't,
like
did we? We
No,
didn't.
and
Surely
somebody
that's safer. Like,
No,
it's
because
like-
because then those children were doing it behind the parents' backs. They were actually after school saying they're at school, but they're not. They're really going on a date or something like that. They couldn't tell the parents. But if somebody else saw their daughter with the lad, and that goes back to them, you got shit.
her freedom's
Are we
gone.
allowed to reference like film
And what about
TV
the
stuff?
embarrassment?
I'm actually deadly being serious. This is how it was for us. This is why I thought it'd be really interesting to talk about this, because firstly, obviously, you're a young boy, and there's an age gap between all of us in some sense.
Yeah,
or
we don't
another.
have to
But
announce the
there's-
gap specifically, but like,
But there is an age gap, right? And there's a whole different view and how it's changed.
A generation,
It's
different
just
generation.
Crazy. Even 4 to 5 years is massive in the Punjabi, Indian, South Asian, timing of how things fast or behind. Because it depends on different families, like traditions and stuff. I just feel like that the whole romance thing and the whole love thing is a siyapa in itself. Like that's how we,
100%, because as I said to yourself, it's like you couldn't actually talk to a boy. And if somebody else saw you actually having a conversation, first of all, if you're having a conversation, that's your cousin, he's a lad. Somebody else sees it, oh my God, they're talking to a boy, and that will go back. Before you get into that house, they've been on the phone, not even mobile phones at that point, so they're dialing phones,
Oh,
they're
but this
actually
is
with the
this.
phone, or the tickets there before you get home, right? And they know, but then you say it's your cousin.
But then you have to give that proof that it was your cousin.
Yes.
How do you prove that?
Exactly.
Oh, wow.
So you just dare not talk to boys. You just walk around like
Just don't talk to your cousin, but don't talk to your cousin. Like,
No, it was a different kind of setup, wasn't it? You used to have socks up to there. You used to have you got with your ribbons in your hair.
You're supposed to look ugly as hell, basically. So you do
I know
not
about
attract.
this. I know about this. My sister went through this. She had like the plaits and everything growing up, and like obviously until she went to college and actually started dressing up. Because before she still talks about it now. She's like, some of the scarring memories that I've got, I look like a freshie like anything. And she would say this to me, and I'd be like, yeah, I know, but it wasn't my place to change anything.
Yeah, that's the
What
thing.
am I going to do?
But the thing is, we weren't supposed to look attractive. We weren't supposed to, you're
just have a
supposed to.
moustache.
It's almost like they used to say, don't even wear makeup, don't even look glam or
We tried
anything.
our
Save it
best.
for your wedding day,
Wedding day.
because that's when you're allowed to do it, and that's when the Rupa Jarjana, which means.
Yes.
You're going to
No,
be
you
You're gonna look. I have to tell you that.
Basically, I just looked at
So
it
like,
like,
so like Roop Jarjana, so even to put a lipstick on,
Beautiful.
or especially the color red, like save it for your wedding day. The color red lipstick only for your wedding day and there afterwards. So you were kind of told to
Tone it down.
not even be attractive, not even invite that attention whatsoever.
It's so funny you mentioned red as well, because I genuinely feel like in like Indian culture as well with Bollywood, red has always been such a push colour for love and romance. Like you know, especially when you see like the girl in the sari, it's always a red sari that was always going to signify that they were going to get together. Like, it's so. I just thought it was interesting. Like red is. It is such a.
But it was
sacred
the
love
traditional
colour, though.
colour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, to
I was wearing a red lipstick at 16.
which you would push boundaries, yeah.
Did you listen though?
Yeah, I didn't wear no.
Good girl.
No, I actually saved the red lipstick for the
you
wedding
listen?
day.
You weren't a good girl.
I was a good girl, but who I was, of whether I started wearing liquid eyeliner at 13 or a lipstick to school, it doesn't really show, oh my God, she's a bad girl.
Yeah,
I was just always into that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
We weren't allowed to get shitted.
Yeah.
I think I did until like I was 16 when I went to college and stuff.
think when you
That's
did.
when I started to. Well, actually, she got married about 17 and she didn't have a clue how to put
No,
makeup
when
on.
you were 17.
No, I was sorry, she wasn't 17.
what?
Top bride, mate.
I'm saying I was
Oh, you were
17
17.
when you got married, and then after the wedding day,
No, I had to practice beforehand.
Yeah, she had to practice because she didn't have to put makeup on. Right, so that then was like, oh shit, I need to learn how to put makeup on because one day I'm gonna get married and I need to put makeup on.
The only thing I have to do is put eyeliner on. That's the only thing I have to work
so
on.
then that's when I perfected the liquid light eyeliner when after she got married because I was like, I've got to learn how to do makeup. But she just learned
But we've
6 weeks. She had like a quick fast track of how to do a makeup.
But we've established you were not 17 when you
I
were married.
100% was not 17.
How old were you when you were married?
24.
That's a big difference from 17.
Yeah. I was 17.
Mistakes.
Yeah, but till 24, not wearing makeup.
You were caught talking to a guy, weren't you, Jazz, and you had to get married at 17.
Yeah, at 17, yeah, okay, that's what it is.
And you know what? Even saying that is funny, but that was if you were caught, and we say caught, if you were caught dating someone, it was there like, right, if the parents agreed, it's like, you're getting married now.
Yeah, I could all that's
I
it.
know so many of like my friends till now, and they're like, yeah, we had to get married. Like, that's it. As soon as it was revealed that we're seeing each other, you have to get married. It was terrible having her as an older sister because she was so prim and proper and such a goody, freaking two shoes, yeah. When I mean like proper bebop.
No, but...
No,
it's
she
my
was
brother- the
really
brother
goody,
that's me.
goody,
We
goody,
get a
goody
certain
two shoes,
age,
man.
I was a good to you. And then when I hit a certain age, my brother goes, we gave you that much freedom to do whatever you want, right? You're doing it at this age now. You're like going, doing what you... Yeah, because at that age, we were like...
Very concealed, very isolated.
I bet as well, like, because you were, once you got that freedom, you really just must have just, you know, not exploited, but like, you must have just wanted to as much as possible. Like, you must have really, really enjoyed it.
I don't think she did. I think that when she got married, then it's a whole different a layer of other responsibilities that are put on you.
Oh, my God.
Look at him. He's like, oh my God.
It's after you
I
get
thought-
married, then you...
It's,
and then
you,
get
don't,
to a certain-
you don't exploit
You
it.
get to a certain age, think, come on, let's go and enjoy life a bit more.
I'm there
That's what it was.
thinking, like, I thought I had it
He's
bad
put his
because I
hand up.
couldn't talk to a girl, but like, you know.
Growing up, who were your influences about like love when I'm talking about Hollywood and Bollywood?
It's Bollywood.
I was going to say it was Bollywood.
It was Dharminder. Yeah, I think his love stories, because my mum used to watch a lot of old indie movies like the 60s and the 70s. So when he was with the actress, I thought, I fancy him.
I met
did.
him as well.
Did you?
Yeah, so it was a funny. Yeah, it was. They were filming him, Bobby and Sonny Deol were filming in Leicester. Like there was, I can't remember what the film was called.
Yamla Pagla Divana.
That one then. All I know
Get
is
him to
they-
say it.
No. Maybe at the end there's like a bonus clip, but not we're going to be here forever. No, I just remember like my mum found out that they were filming. The whole family went to go like see them film, so we did. But this is actually quite embarrassing because I got there first. I was obviously younger than I am now, and I sprinted because I was wanted to be the first to meet. Because I thought it was Bobby Deol that was there.
Was he not?
It was there, but. You know, it's Sonny Deol, Bobby Deol. I mixed them up. So I went up to him. Bobby Deol was right there, smoking a cigarette, like in between takes and stuff. He looks at me. I'm like looking at him, like starstruck, and he can tell it's a fan, and he's already embracing it. And I'm just there, like, "Oh my God, you're Sonny Deol!" And he literally just pats my shoulder and said, "Like everyone makes a mistake," and just walked off.
Oh, that's
And
sweet.
it was sweet, but it was also embarrassing.
Yeah, but that little acknowledgement is sweet enough.
Yeah.
At least he
He's
didn't
not
like.
annoyed.
Yeah.
Like he was a little bit like, yeah, you messed up, kid. Like, you know, you're wrong, brother. It's okay. But then we met Dharminder and that was great. You know, he was very lovely. Genuinely very down to earth.
Really,
Yes, it's very humble.
really, really humble.
Oh, mine was Sunny Deol.
She
I was
loved,
obsessed.
obsessed with
Yeah, I
him.
was obsessed with him.
Which
Yeah.
movie?
That doesn't help my
Ludere.
feelings.
Betab and Ludere.
Ludere.
Yeah.
All of those, going back
Yeah.
in then, those days.
I think from that era, then it would have been Jackie Shroff for me.
Oh, no,
Oh.
Jackie Shroff as well.
In Hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah, I love that film.
What
That-
year did Hero
That
come out?
प्यार
Hero
करने
was-
वाले कभी डरते नहीं.
Kabhi darte nahi.
We can't
You got a
sing
good
that.
singing voice. I will give you that. You can sing.
No, we're not singing.
No, you know what? You held back because cameras are on. When the cameras are not and you go for it, you're a great
Go on,
singer.
Andy,
Okay,
let's sing
come
it.
on.
No,
Come on.
no, this
You
is
gotta
not-
sing that song.
This is not
Did you,
Indian Idol.
did you sing to your husband, you know, to like, you know.
No, he hated it.
No.
Yeah, and my kids used to say, and I even remember his nephew saying, Mummy G, if you were a good singer, you'd be an X Factor. So,
But you are a good singer.
I am. I know I am.
Okay, don't blow your own trumpet. But-
Yeah, cheers. But you know, back in them days when we used to watch our Bollywood movies and everything like that, they painted just such a beautiful picture of love and romance, and we all fell for it, didn't we?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You
not
thought
reality.
you thought that's how it's going to
Yeah.
be.
yeah.
No, listen, that's all a lie. How much I learned from them films. Sorry, lies here.
Siyapa
Siyapa.
But you know what? We literally were sold the dream, weren't we? That's
I
what we
was.
all envisioned. We all, and the thing is, with every single Bollywood movie, this is how I feel, that they got to the point of the happy ending. They've got married, but then you never saw what happened afterwards. Like,
Yeah.
the truth of it is,
There are some films
they
about
got,
that, though.
They got to the, only now, but when we
yeah.
were growing up, it
Oh,
was all
yeah.
about boy meets girl, then there's some kind of a challenge, they're not allowed to get married, and
Yes.
then they've got to fight to be together, and then finally they get through that point and they get married, and then
everyone's forgiven.
well,
And-
nice,
yeah,
and everyone
that's
puts the heart on, and the confetti's thrown, and they've gone around the fire and the wedding, and happy, it's great, and that's it. And then nothing is shown about, this is the reality of it now. What happens now?
That was that is so true. You used to just
Isn't it
blast
true?
The,
Like
you used to
that-
blast the music and you used to watch that same film again and again. Like Maini Kaur Kiya. How many times has everybody watched that film?
Obsessed.
You were obsessed,
Yeah.
and when it first came out, you were thinking, "Oh my god, what's this?" And you park it and watch it again, rewind it, and everything, thinking, and then you realise.
And I want to go on that boating trip like he took her.
The one with the white one.
I've been on that.
I've never been in a boat like that. Did you ever get like anything like?
No,
any,
no one's ever taken me in a boat.
It always puts pressure on you as well. It's like you have to set this expectation because you meet someone, they've watched the film like that, and then all of a sudden, you can't compete with that. Like, let's be real. Firstly, it's not real. They have a budget behind them to get a boat like that. Like,
Stop blowing our fantasy at that point.
It
Literally like that.
It was
and
the
it wasn't the
fantasy.
lads that used to watch the Hindi films. It was majority of the girls that used to watch all of it.
Yeah, so our
It was more-
expectations
our
are up there.
expectations were there in the first place,
And the
then-
boys never caught up.
no, but here's the thing. This is the thing. Because of that, you put the pressure on us, and when we can't deliver, it's our fault. It's like we didn't.
Yeah, it's your fault.
How?
It's
Like,
always your fault.
I'm
Watch
so-
and learn. How about that?
Yeah.
You know what?
She give you tapes to be like
When,
educated.
when I release $1 billion Bollywood film, then yeah, I could probably take a girl on a boat like that. But until then,
Okay,
like,
forget the bike. Even the bicycle.
You know what? The boat wasn't a boat. It was actually
It's like something, little.
wooden boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like
It was just very dreamy, wasn't it? Everything was just very, very dreamy.
And then
They
you're
just-
going to bike
And I
ride
wanted
together.
to dance around a tree
Yeah. With
Yeah.
the flowers going like this.
when it's raining.
And you want
I don't want to catch a
chutney. Yeah, the chutney running in the fields.
now here's the thing. I grew up obviously when I grew up watching films, like especially Bollywood, for example. Yeah, there's a lot of romance. Bollywood will always have
Yeah, but
that.
you were at the era of like Kuch Kuch Hota Hai and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We were before that,
To be fair, I
which was
mainly-
very dignified
I
as well.
actually grew up watching more of the 2000s films, so like obviously like
That's what I'm saying.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi
Yeah,
Gum, for example.
but you know,
Yeah, but
Dil
we've
Wale
done that.
Dulhaniya Le Jayenge, that
was
was
beautiful.
the most film for me, which was like, oh my god, I'm gonna find my Raj. Like, do you know what I mean? And I'm gonna be Simran, and I am going to.
1995.
You know what I mean? That set the tone for me. I was there like, wow. You know that first song when she's dancing on the bed.
Did you?
I don't know how many times I did that on the bed where I just dancing
I was
up and
going to
down,
say,
and then,
is this bringing back memories now?
Oh,
Just
literally!
your
I
childhood.
had this all like, yeah, this is how it's going to be for me. I'm gonna find love. I'm gonna find love. I'm not gonna just. Which was the set tone that we will find a partner for you. Say like, no, I'm gonna find someone myself. Even if I am like, breaking barriers and boundaries and stuff. But yeah, I'm going
I
to.
think some girls still now are thinking that's what it's going to be like.
Oh, there will always be people that believe that that's what it's going to be like,
Yeah.
and then you learn the hard way.
Yeah.
But again, all I'm saying is not our fault. Blame the film industry. They set expectations
But the
way
film
too high.
industry, the majority of the men that actually do that. They actually directed it. They actually
Someone's
produced
thought of
it.
Yeah,
that.
because
And all of that.
and do you know why? Because they sold a fantasy. Because then you went to go watch the films. You spent a lot of money on the films. The films did really well, and they're laughing with millions and millions of rupees. So
Is it a fantasy then?
yeah.
So the way that we had you know, our thought process about, you know, what love is going to be like, romance and stuff. How do you think like our elders and our like grandparents, what do you think their thoughts were about love and romance?
Definitely, it's got to be up. I'll tell you one thing. My grandparents had a great love story.
Oh,
It's true as
Share
well.
it. Go on
So
then.
basically, and this is just how my dad told it, so take it with a pinch of salt. But he said that, so it turns out my grandma was a singer
okay.
back in, well, why is that funny?
So I'm a singer and I'm thinking there's a story.
You just made her feel good.
Okay, she's like,
Because in her head, she's a singer.
I'm just saying, like, I just started off with she's a singer. I was like, oh, I was like, yeah.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
It's not
Because in her head, she's a singer.
She's a singer.
in her head.
Yeah.
No, you are a very good singer.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, so my grandma was an actual singer. She sung on stage, you know, so like she actually used to sing in audiences and stuff.
Are we talking about here or in Punjab?
Back in, no, actually, my grandma's not from Punjab. She's from Delhi, on my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
My mum's side of the family is from Punjab. Context. So back in Delhi, my grandma was singing on stage, and obviously then eventually my granddad was there, and he saw one of her shows and was just like, she's beautiful. And he used to come back to see her shows just so he could eventually talk to her.
Yeah.
I think it was like the fourth show. And then he just finally had just approached her. And then next thing you know, they fell in love and got married, and it all just went from there. Like, but he has to come back over and over just so he could finally approach her. It took apparently 4 shows.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's different compared to like...
Oh no, compared to mum and dad. Compared to mum and dad. Mum and dad just met on their wedding day. Mum had us joined up to there. We was what to that. Dad, what? She's a minga. Because Mikey Smith. Because they used to have chants out to there, didn't they?
Yeah.
When they first got married. They didn't have like an introduction
Were they married?
or anything. It was like you met and you got married on that day and that's it. And
It's
you
quite
singing.
sad, really.
It is.
It's sad.
When you really think about it.
Because you could end up with a minga.
Yeah.
You could, but the whole expectation of just, you know, firstly being so young.
Yeah.
You know, my mum was like 17. My dad was 17 as well. So they were like young child bride and groom.
Oh, God.
And then you're getting thrown into a family of, you
You're
know,
still kids
and
yourself.
you're still a child, you know, you haven't developed at all, you know, your maturity level or anything, or you're emotional, you know, you're insecure in that sense. And so there's so much going on. And then, you know, you're expected to make a family of your own. And where does the love and romance come in? It's just kind of like potluck. There's some, you know, luckily for our parents, they've got the love, but so many like people around us, like our friends and so forth, the parents were at each other's throat. They just didn't get on, and they just, you know, and you just think that is a reality as well. That, you know, sometimes the love and romance is, for them, it wasn't a thing.
Thing.
Yeah.
And they're still together, that generation, but not together. They don't even talk.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's really...
Because they couldn't separate, because in those days
Society.
there was no
Yeah.
such thing as that. If that happened, they would go, oh my God, disrespect to the family, I'd disown you and all that kind of stuff. But bless them, they're in a marriage, there's no love in there, but they're just living separate lives, and they're just doing day-to-day chores and everything. And you do feel sorry for that kind of situation.
for people, just to see people say we're still together.
Yeah.
Just a loveless
It's to
marriage.
show it to everybody else, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I remember when Grandma got married as well, because in the olden days, they used to get married when they were quite young, but they never used to like get married and send them off. And then after so many years, when they're that age, then they used to just send them to the...
So it's
in-laws'
almost
house.
like an agreement.
Yeah.
Like, you know, your daughter's going to get married to my son
yeah.
at the age of 12. Like,
Not even
they would.
12, it's about
It's
6
eight.
or 6
Six or
or
eight.
7 or something like that.
It was almost like a mutual agreement that,
Yeah.
you know,
They got married,
we'll have
and
that
then
exchange.
They went back home, and then when they're at that certain age, that's when they were actually sent off.
Now I've got a question as well. And obviously, like with Indian culture, a lot of people have heard and talk about like dowry as well. But obviously, that's very old fashioned. Like, have you guys heard or seen or even know any experiences where that was like involved?
You'd be surprised that the
goes on.
ill disrespected people still
That's
want
what it
this.
Now,
Yeah. Even,
what?
yeah. And it's all hidden under the radar. It's not,
gosh.
it's disgusting behaviour
And they'll
actually.
they'll actually do it. So when the
It's
girls,
supposed to be illegal.
yeah,
It should
but it's
be.
done, it's-
Yeah.
yeah, but it's done so many times. Like they're actually at the marriage, and they'll put that much pressure on the girls' parents that if you don't give me this, and today, we're going to walk out this marriage.
Because again, a lot of Bollywood stories, a lot
In
of
the
the
movies,
plot
that's
lines,
it.
yeah,
It is
part
that.
of the plot lines are relying on the whole dowry factor of like she can't get married because of their upbringing. They can't afford to get her married. I'm like, afford to get you married? It's not an education. Like you're sending her to a husband.
then
You're probably not even going to treat her fair.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other thing as well is the downfall of that is if you don't pay up to these certain families, then guess what happens?
Make her life
Her life is literally hell. Where we've seen it in the news, you know, where they used to be like kill them, like literally burnt alive, or you know, just the most horriblest stories and ways. But yeah, if that answers your question.
But I'm also just going to put this out there that you do hear a lot of stories in media about like stories in India of how girls get treated like this and that. But let's also remind people there's also a lot of lovely marriages that come from India as well. We're not savages.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of healthy marriages that come from the motherland and they come over here.
Our
You know?
granddad loved our grandma.
Yeah.
He honestly, a man you could say who was
He was
in love,
besotted by my
He was
grandma.
like, she is my rock. She is my everything. Nothing around him meant anything except for our grandma.
See,
and then
Oh, yeah, no, carry on. Here we go. Wait, what's this?
the love he had for her, the devotion he had for her,
Wasn't the other way
it
around.
wasn't reciprocated.
Oh, no.
She was such a cow to my papa.
Oh, that's horrible.
She was just like
Yeah.
go away, you peasant. Like, do you know what I mean? Give me the money and buy me a ticket to go to India, buy me these clothes, buy me the gold to let me go here. And then she was just literally
She honestly, but you could just see
The love
that
he
much
had.
love.
and he called her
her.
a nickname. It was like,
Yeah.
you know, out of love. Like her name was Prakash, but he used to call her Basho. Basho.
Then she's very lucky, I think.
Yeah.
That
No,
kind of
she
love,
to
she's
get
lucky.
that kind of love going back that many years.
Yeah.
Honestly, he just didn't let her work, didn't do anything.
Yeah.
But he worshipped her,
Yeah,
and
really.
and there is romance out there. And do people? Not every, people do have that kind of click, and that people don't understand. Romance doesn't have to be go and buy me this, go and buy small little gestures. Are
Love
the
languages.
most, yeah. Even like now, somebody like even somebody gave you a cup of tea and not without you actually thinking, then just small little gestures. You know how and that's more important than getting something really like high value. It's not that.
Again,
think about that person.
That goes back to love languages, though, doesn't it? Like everybody's got a different way to express love.
Correct.
Like, and that doesn't even just speak romantically. Even though we're talking about romance, we can also say love language can be expressed in many different ways.
Yes.
I'm so hilarious, Steve.
No.
Like, my God.
I got Agora at work. He bought me a whisper, and do you know what?
Today, it is a small
I
little
fancied
thing.
a chocolate. I thought, oh God, I fancy chocolate. And he went down on his lunch break.
And he really bought you
and
the
he bought me a
D-tier
whisper.
chocolate.
Yeah, and I thought that he was
Just
listening.
think, and the most thing is listening. They
Yeah.
listen to the small little things. It's amazing,
Yeah.
and they know what buttons to press.
It's my
No,
story in my head. It
but
was my
I'm just
story in
thinking,
my head.
but now I'm laughing
There's
as well.
always a story in my head.
because now you come to that and that's interesting. He's listening. He's making an impression.
No, he wasn't flirting with me though. He
Are you
wasn't.
sure?
No. I don't think he was.
We weren't trying to get your attention. Right? Look, let me just tell you one thing. If a guy is listening and making that much effort, odds are he's at least thinking about it.
What about when I've said at work, who wants to go on a date with me, and no one says
Yeah,
it?
because he's not going to be that blunt. He's not going to be that blunt about it. Like, I will, because he doesn't want to be a pick
No
me.
one
He's
suggests.
playing it subtle.
Did nobody put the hand
So
up?
what did you do?
Oh.
No. What did you do? So when you ask a girl out and the small.
Well, when I was 17, I can actually talk to a girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's go give us that experience. What do you do? How do you do it?
It depends on the person. It depends on the scenario. Like, I mean, again, nowadays everything's online, and that's horrid because you start talking and you go through that.
If we go back to that online,
Yeah.
do you think that like social media has really played on it, like how romance should be in terms of, nowadays when you see like pre-wedding shoots or you see the proposals, it's very glam, it's very, it's all for the gram.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do you think that it's very, just fake?
People are romanticizing romance over the person that they should be romantic for, I guess.
They're not doing that, although they're just thinking of,
For
let's
the
get
show?
into the photo shoot, let's get all this done.
Yeah.
Realise later, when you're married, that have a vibe to that.
No, but
that doesn't happen after that.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, no.
There's more love for romance in general than who you should be romantic about. It's not about the person. It's about just the idea, you know? So the idea of falling in love, the idea of getting married and having people at your wedding rather than who you're marrying.
Is it an idea or is it a show for everybody else?
Oh, it's a show, yeah.
That's what it is.
Especially if you're Punjabi, let's be real. Like, we have to fork a mortgage to pay for a wedding, you know what I mean? True. And on top of that, you don't even, if you're getting married, you don't even get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
You're being dragged around by everybody. I'm not even speaking from personal, I'm thinking from my sister's experience. I've seen it. Like, I was like, poor you. Like, it's your wedding day and poor you. Like, that was your experience.
Yeah.
I like the whole gestures. I have a lot of clients, girls come in and they show me their photos and their proposals, and I love it.
But do you really think
I think that we all love it.
Yeah.
But 100%. I'm on about, like, is it really, sometimes it's just for that. It's not actually.
I hope so, because
That's what
I
I'm
love
saying.
love. I do, and I do believe in it.
Yeah.
Although it's not happened for me yet. But I just think
it has. You got a whisper at work. It's happening. He's made the gesture. He's playing his cards.
This was 10 years ago.
Oh, wait, where did this come from? Oh, never mind.
So I'm just saying who's listening, but I do hope it is real for them, because when they show me, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh my God, you deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope it is real. It's got to be real.
Love is definitely real. Like, I mean, if our grandparents, obviously, because obviously my dad's parents, very romantic. My mum's parents also very romantic. Like, every time we used to visit them, they had nicknames for each other. They were together for like 70 years before my granddad passed away. And it was, you know, they were together till the end. You know, even my dad's parents together till the end. So like, and that's just, I mean, that is the way it should be, you know, I guess. But, you know, but then at the same time, life's different now. Things sometimes now, I guess social media does play a part in it. You know what I mean? We're getting a bit deep with social media, but yeah I get that.
I'm going to throw some scenarios at you, okay? So let's collect your views and opinions about this, okay? So you're getting married and you can't stand your partner's sister-in-law. What to do? But you're in love and you've got a beautifully romantic relationship. You don't get on with the sister-in-law.
What's she done?
Yeah, describe her. Like,
okay, you want me to really paint the picture again?
Yeah, because you did not get along for different reasons.
So she's secretly taken things out of your car.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's put it in her purse and they've disappeared.
Also, it's not just a personality, she's a thief.
That question was aimed at you, Jazz.
No, it was aimed at you. It was aimed at you.
She's trying to copy your style to a T, but doesn't compliment you, ever. Yeah, and generally she's just bad energy around you, and she's not really happy that you're going to come into the family.
Too bad. I'm not allowed to swear, by the way.
Okay,
fair enough.
You just got to deal with it, don't you? You just got to deal with it.
But you can. Here's the thing. Add a bit of context here. If you can move away from her, that's ideal.
You can't, because she lives with you.
No, don't add that to the equation.
If we even reel that back in, the one thing that you've got to understand is when you're actually in a South Asian marriage, you marry the family.
Yep.
Yeah.
His family is your family, so that's your sister.
Or sister-in-law.
Yeah.
However it is, but basically that is where our lives differ from the Western world, I believe, because when we marry, you have to fully invest, and you can't think that, but it's just you and me, love, and we're going to move into our own little house and we're going to live on, with the picketed fences, and, we're not going to see your family that much, maybe just once a year. That doesn't happen.
No.
I mean, we can try. If it's that bad, if she's nicking from my car, we're going to try.
But she's clueless. She does not have a clue.
She's going to say to you, I never took it. It's your sister. I never took it. So what are you going to do then?
And she's going to say to you, she would say to you, your sister would say to you that she's lying and she's not good for you,
like me.
and she doesn't like me. You'd be catching a 2022, wouldn't you? Like, that, it's my sister or my wife, my future wife.
Wait, my sister, we're changing the scenario. Is it?
So now I've just twisted it on you now.
Doesn't like my...
Why?
See, that's different. I need someone that gets along with my family. Like,
but the situation, she might be the person when you first, got to know her. She's shown, I'm really a great person.
Yeah.
Then she gets married into the family, and then she shows her true colours, what would you do then?
Oh God, I feel like I've been conned. Like, no, but that's it though, because like, how would you like? That would be. I would really have to
You're in
let
love
my
with that?
guard. Yeah,
in
that
love with that?
does sound like something I
What's
would do.
love
Yeah.
got to do? Got to do with
It
it.
is.
Basically, he's going to move into his own house and leave everybody behind.
No.
And then your mum would be like, "Oh, mera putt."
Yeah, she would. She'd be like, "Look at the world's done to you." Like,
Yeah.
If you were in that situation, what would you do?
Actually, this is a hard question.
But it's not hard because it's actually happening.
This is the reality.
This is reality.
Yeah, fair. But like, I guess sometimes you do kind of have to just suck up with it. Like, you kind of like, if you are, look, I've married the love of my life. You know, but her sister, can't stand her. I just have to put up with her whenever she's around. I won't like it, but if I,
Ooh, I can feel anxiety.
but like when you're really in love with someone, I guess though you do accept the family that they have, even if you don't.
No,
get
we're
on
not
with
talking
them.
about their family. Let's go back. For example, your sister does not get along with your partner. When she first got together with you, before you got the marriage, the ring, all of that kind of stuff, she showed your side of the family. She showed to your sister that I am the best. I'm going to treat this family like my own family and everything like this. Yeah. Then she's got you married. Yeah.
She's got ya.
She's got you now.
Trapped you now.
She's trapped you now. And suddenly she shows her true colours.
Oh, no, what would you do?
Now is showing that I've never liked your sister. Or anything like this.
How dare
Be
you.
trapped. You're trapped.
Am I trapped though?
This is a scenario, you tell me.
I mean, that's a horrible situation.
But it does happen.
It does happen. It's
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
It's real. This is a real scenario. I'm giving like this has happened.
I mean,
so many
this
times.
is hard because I wouldn't like, you know, my sister's like my bestie. Like,
I feel sorry for him, Bachada. Let's get him out of this now.
like,
But it does happen. That's what it is. Because a girl
Aw.
that was showing.
this
And
is
to
a
trap
thing,
the boy.
and I get it, and I've seen this unfold as well because, like, and I'll share it. Like my dad and my, you know, obviously my dad and my budgie are very close. You know, like brother and sister, they're tight as anything. But, and I hope you're not
Clashes.
watching, but my budgie and my mum never really got on.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
and
yeah.
they had a rocky marriage, and they're
Because of-
separated. Oh, because of a lot of that, and like family and not getting on and stuff, it affected their marriage big time.
Because of your bougie.
No, not because of her. That was just a side factor. I love you, Pudgy. It's not because of you.
But yeah, there's a lot of external things
So
that
it's
can become
happened,
internal.
It's happened,
Yeah?
hasn't it? Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to move on to the next question now. Okay, then. So you're on a date with someone and they mention they are looking for a partner to have fun and experience all the taboos. What does that mean to you?
I can imagine you go, what taboo are you on about?
I know.
Yeah,
Elaborate.
I'm
First question is what? Oh, you go, no,
Elaborate,
please.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what that means?
They're just thinking, yeah, they want to be on a date with you, they want to date you, and they just want to have a good time.
I'd say no,
No
thank
commitment.
you.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm
He's a
old
different
school,
generation.
I'm-
He's a different generation, so he's thinking, I'll have fun as well.
Dined and wined and all that kind of
No,
stuff.
wine
and you
and
want a
dine.
commitment.
I don't share anything.
Yeah.
And especially won't share a partner. So it's either me or nothing. So no.
Yep. And he's there like, I'm ready for the fun and the ride. He's a different generation and he's
Look,
male.
it's-
I'm stereotyping you there, but
Yeah, you are. But I feel like 5 years ago, definitely. You know, I feel like now, I don't know. Like, actually, I'm a bit more serious.
But do you think it's because he's a guy? Maybe he's
I'm saying.
like
I'm
that. It
stereotyping
could be
him.
You are
because-
stereotyping with that.
No.
yeah, I'm stereotyping him. But yeah,
Most girls
I-
would say no, thank you.
Yeah, that's
if
fair.
they're serious.
But
most.
But let me.
It depends on their time of their life and
Yes.
depends on how committed,
Yeah,
what
I
commitment
agree.
they want. Like, I don't know. When I was younger, I was there like, the only person I ever dated was really Harvey. And so I was dated to marry him.
Yeah.
There was no such thing as,
go
you
on a
know,
few dates,
just go on a
whatever.
few dates and go here, there. That was not even a question.
I will say this though about boys as well. There's two types. There's the boys that don't think things through because they just want to have fun, and then there's the boys that are genuinely serious. And if the boys are genuinely serious, a girl that's like, no, I'm not looking to just have fun. I want to take things slow. That's what we want, you know, because that tells us that you're not messing around. Like you're a serious person. I can trust you and take you seriously. So actually, we're in the same boat.
It depends where they are in their time of the life.
Yes, that's true as well, because there's a lot of nutters as well.
Okay, you've been married for 5 years and your partner starts getting more invites to work events. How do you navigate the extra attention he's getting or she's getting?
That would be my first response. No, I mean, like, you've been married 5 years. If you had a bit more context, say you've been married 5 years, you've done, like, you spent a lot of time together, you get to a point, I feel like, especially after so many years, like, you do need time to yourself sometimes. So if they get invited to work events, it's one of two things. It's you go and have fun and I'm going to have some me time. Mm-hmm. Or if I really want to go, yeah, I guess you can drag me along if you want. If you're not, fine, I'll do my own thing.
You have alarm bells going first, but you in your head thinking, he's getting a lot of going out, work, events. What's going on? Because suddenly change, the dress sense has changed, the aftershave is more heavier.
I didn't even innocently
you didn't even go there, did you? Your innocent mind didn't even go there, did it?
Your time, I'll have my time.
He's so innocent, isn't he?
Yeah, just so funny.
So if your partner, right, is I'm going out this Friday. Also, I'm going out on Thursday. Oh yeah, I'm going out next week, Wednesday and Tuesday.
And it's all for work.
All for work, but your work finishes at 5 o'clock and you're going out at 6 and you're not getting back till 12 o'clock at night or 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
but it was work and I had to network and, blah, blah,
okay, yeah,
blah.
but obviously now this is different because now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I've got questions, but also this is where it's a bit of a catch-22 for us because if I do nothing, then obviously I'm vulnerable. But if I do something, then all of a sudden I could be labelled as like,
letting her be free.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, being like, what's the word I'm looking
possessive.
for? Yes, thank you. But it's like, at the same time, I got questions. Like, all of a sudden you got 5 like events in 2 weeks. Like, nobody's got 5 work events in 2 weeks. You have one job. Mm-hmm. Like,
One job.
Yeah, one job.
Yeah.
Okay. Your friend asks you to be their wingman or wingwoman for a blind date. What advice would you give them?
blind date.
A blind date.
I'm going to let you guys go first.
Oh, no one to hear you. You going to say
No.
Go on, Sonica. What advice would you give to somebody? One of your friends are going on a blind date. What would you say?
I'm up for blind dates.
You're up for blind dates? Really?
Yeah. I've actually always say, if I'm trying to fix someone up, I said, why don't you do blind date? I think it's exciting. Mm-hmm. But
what would you want to know though about the person before going on the blind date? Is it really blind, or do you know like quite a lot of things on that list about the credentials about that person?
That's another question.
No, you wouldn't.
No, because the person who's fixing you haven't seen the person.
But do you have a name?
You'll have a name, you'll have an age.
We have social media nowadays.
You'll
You can
have,
find
What
it.
about height? I think
height.
height's important.
Okay, let me stop.
wear my
right there.
heels.
Wait. So is height really that? What?
Yes, it bloody well is.
Oh, vagina.
Oh, sorry.
I've put up with that all my life too.
I didn't know. I didn't.
You didn't. I'm right.
You didn't.
You're like, what do you mean?
I didn't realise. For me, because I'm tall.
We will wear heels.
Fine. Live your life. Wear heels. Just expect that sometimes.
You know what Mum used to always say when we were younger, before we'd even get, she was just saying, if you're going to get married, then idda hove ki like more bande de naal tusi lamba tak thode naal hove so tusi 10 inch di heel tusi pa sakde ho. My mum used to always say
You
that.
always have to wear heels.
Because my dad was literally the same height as my mum, so my mum was restricted on wearing heels.
This is
forever.
Yeah,
No,
but then
no,
my dad wore a pug that would give him a few inches, and so my mum was
He saved himself.
he saved himself. But generally,
That's a little
that was
Punjabi
the rule.
perk right there.
That was the rule that my mum used to always say to us: find someone tall so you can wear heels.
But I feel like that's more of like, let me ask you this though, like, does he have to be tall so you can wear heels for your sake or his sake? Because for me, for example, I've dated girls that are taller than me. I'm okay with it.
Talk about me.
Okay.
Talk about me.
It's
Okay.
talking about us.
Yeah.
But I-
If that makes you feel
question.
bad, I don't know.
It actually doesn't. Maybe.
No, it's got to be height, teeth, hands, dress sense, shoes.
What, in that order?
It's going to the build as well.
Do you not think that shoes is a thing though? I think that shoes says a lot about a man.
Yeah.
It is.
Like, you know,
Okay,
depending
so-
on the I don't know.
So categories of shoes then. Okay, so like first date, a guy shows up and
his shoes are scuffed.
I was just going to say like what do you look for in the
His
shoes?
shoes are scuffed.
But to what degree though? Like
They were not polished. They
they're
were
not-
No, because they didn't take pride. The first time you meet this girl, you don't take enough pride to actually make yourself presentable for that girl.
Well
And you
groomed, just, you know,
you
make an effort.
realise at the back of your head, you're thinking, if he's done this on our first, what's he really like?
Because
And that just put doubts in your head, so you don't want to
Yeah.
invest.
the effort.
Yeah, if you can't make an effort, I've spent like, you could say like, you know, girls get ready, it takes about an hour or so to get ready, and they've just, right, I'm going out, I'll just put some jeans on, that's it, put some shoes on, and no effort at all. To me, it's not worth it.
No, to be fair, like guys, I will say this, like, and I have a lot of respect for you girls for how much effort you guys like put in. And guys do, there are some guys that do put in effort, you know, but at the same time, your effort and our effort is just different effort. Like your effort is like that, and our effort is like around there. And some guys will go to about here. And obviously, don't get me wrong, even if they put in all that effort compared to the effort you guys got to put in, it's still not going to compare. Like,
Yeah, we
Put
don't
some
we
effort. I
know
don't want you to be
we're
up there. I want you to be
and
doing some effort.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Believe
Yeah,
it or not,
some
nowadays,
effort.
a lot of guys do put in effort. They
yeah.
dress all right.
I think that
That's
the
what's
younger
worse than girls
the younger
and boys,
guys
isn't it?
nowadays they
They
do.
do.
Yeah.
They are honestly the newer generation now. God, man, they are just, you know, to the point of like the hair and everything, and they're getting straighteners, getting a hair wand, getting everything. You're like,
facials, moisturisers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They are putting in a lot more
Moisturize is
effort.
key.
Yeah.
but yeah.
As long as they make some sort of effort that I've taken and made an effort for you, then it's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's vice versa. It works
Take
for
care of that
both
beard
ways.
as well. You also take care of
Yeah,
that.
the beard and
Yeah.
everything. Have any of you guys got any dates which have been a proper flop job?
No, I've got one infamous story.
Come on then.
Okay,
You have to share.
I'll do it as the best I can because obviously this is for the people here, not just the story. This is the worst date I've ever been on. So starts off with the whole social media thing, you know, well, dating app, you match with someone, you talk for some time, and then all of a sudden you get to that point where it's like, let's go on a date. Ask her out. She says, yeah. How I ask her out? Simple. Do you want to meet up for a drink? Yeah, sure. Okay. We already know that we're on a dating app, so we know the context. So after work, put on best clothes. My shoes were not scuffed. I was looking good.
Thank the Lord.
You know, my hair was on point. I had cologne and everything. I was smelling great. I rock up. Now we agreed to meet at a cozy club, which is like in Leicester City Centre. It's outside. So obviously I'm thinking we're public, we're cool. She messages me, I'm here. I'm outside. I'm thinking, great. I get there, no one there. Now I'm thinking one of two things is going to happen. Either one, I'm going to get jumped by a catfish or something, or two, this person just looks completely different from their social media whatsoever. No, she exists. She looks exactly what she is. She was hiding around the corner. She pops her head round and then just starts walking over slowly with her bag, just quiet to herself, you know, just. And I think to myself, okay, I'm very bubbly. I'm just going to go over and say hello, across the road. Hey, how you doing? She's like, yeah, I'm good. And then obviously we get there, and as we get outside, she's kind of scared to go in. And I'm thinking, you got an ex-boyfriend in there or something? And it's like, believe me, that would have been great if that was the story. No, it's worse. We're standing outside, and she asks, do they let pets inside the restaurant? And I'm like, I mean, I don't think so. I don't work there. She said, like, because of my pet rat, I don't know if I can bring him in. Her pet rat is in her bag. And as I look at her bag, it's like a thin bag, by the way, a thin brown bag, and I can see the tail moving around. Now, fun fact, I'm terrified of rats. Like, I'm scared of rodents. So, mainly rats and mice, can't stand them. So, if you got a pet rat, red flag, alone. But
It's like a horror date.
it gets worse. We go inside because I'm so nice, and this was 4 years ago where I didn't realise I had to protect my energy from rat lovers. So I actually thought, give her a chance. You know, if it's great, maybe I can convince her to give it up. But, you know, we'll go in and see how it looks. On top of that, it's also a message. She was fine. But, like, We sit down, we have a drink, and she starts opening up a little bit, starts telling me about her family and everything that's going on.
Where's the
Where's
rat?
the rat? I was gonna say,
Well, I just want to know, where's the rat? I'm not listening to anything else. I want to know, where is this rat?
The bag is on the floor, the rat stays in the bag. I have an eye on the bag the whole time, but at the same time, that other eye is on her because I'm giving her my divided attention.
how big was the bag? Was it like properly zipped up like this? And
Oh, it
no
was-
space?
it was zipped.
Like a tote bag.
It was like a tote bag.
Oh my
Like,
God.
It was like,
Why would
you
you
know,
carry a rat around with you?
believe me, it's been 5 years I've had this, 4 years, sorry, I've had this day. I still ask myself the question, why did she, I
Was
don't-
that your first and last date with this girl?
Let me just tell the story. So, basically, like, it gets to that point, and obviously then she starts telling me about her family. It turns out her family aren't keen on, which I have to ask the question of, so how does that work for me and you if your family want us to leave the country? Like, it's just kind of like, yeah, that was my exact reaction when she said it. You're just like, oh, okay, that's fitting. But it gets to a point where I'm like, I'm done.
You're still sitting there.
I'm ready to leave. I'm ready to leave. I go downstairs, I SOS to my best friends, and they're thinking I'm at knife point. I'm like, no, it's worse. I'm on a date with a rat-living racist. So, like, one of my friends calls me, trying to tell me to come and help him with an emergency. The fun fact is, as I get that call, and obviously, it's a stage call, and then I come back, she's already paid the bill. And I'm thinking, now you've kind of demasculated me a little bit, but because I was still going to pay the bill, even though I'm not taking you out again. We leave, and I'm ready to dart. But as I'm ready to dart, she's kind of like, that end date moment where you're looking at each other, and you think it's going to end with a kiss or something like that. She's giving me that look, but she doesn't go for a kiss. She takes the rat out of her bag, shows me the rat, and as I see it, I promise you, I ran like...
Wait. Did she take a kiss?
No. I hope not. I was there. Bye.
You're doing jazz. You're like, Juma,
Oh my God.
Juma.
Did you kiss the rat?
No. I ran.
I never heard of it.
Oh my God. It was terrifying.
That
Do you
is
get
like,
nightmares? Do you get nightmares?
he's
still think about it to
traumatized.
this
That
day.
is just next level.
Yeah.
Like,
But anytime I see a rat now, I'm like, oh God.
that.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
Trauma.
I think that's...
Sonica, can you top that?
Can you
Because
top
I don't
that?
think anyone could top
Anybody
that.
could top that.
Scuff shoes.
Oh,
That is a massive
Me.
comparison.
a rat came on the date and she doesn't like brown people. His shoes were dirty.
No, I know, I can't top that. But mine's just scuff
Okay,
shoes.
go and tell us. What else then? Tell us somewhere, you've just been like disappointed in.
I think I've given up now, to be honest. I don't do dates. I arrange let's meet up. I prefer to call it like that because just casual.
Do you know what you call that? You call that a date?
Well, I don't want to give it a name like date.
You're not labelling it, but
No,
it
if I
still
go out the
is what it
second
is.
time, maybe a
That's
date,
a date.
but I just like to keep it casual, just a drink or a coffee.
Most dates are casual, yeah, but it's still a date.
No.
Yes, it's
meet and
embrace
greet.
Do you
it.
know what? Because
To meet and greet.
it's not that I'm fussy, but I just want the right person. Like I say, it's going to
Your
be the
time
final,
and energy needs to be given
It's going
to
to be the
the.
final person, so I'm not out for a good time. So someone's got a bobbly jumper, a scuffed shoes, black gums.
Okay, black gums, yeah, like
These are
Got it,
meets,
Dennis.
they're not dates, and it's not that I'm fussy either. I think
How long do you give it?
what
As
do you
in
mean?
that time that you're there, like a coffee?
2 hours max.
2 hours.
That's quite generous.
that's
I
not
was gonna
bad,
say, I
actually.
used to say probably like 15, 20 to pretend that's all.
No,
I better go
do you know,
home,
I feel
there's an
sorry for
emergency.
some. So once I let this guy just talk about himself for 2 hours. I just let him talk, and I didn't talk.
And you never said nothing back? You,
Yeah.
Sonica?
I know.
You,
Gosh,
you.
that's a bad
I've
date.
only known you today, and even then, you've talked more than me, and that's saying
Exactly,
something.
because you didn't have scuffed shoes, or you didn't have black gums, or whatever.
I had to take my shoes off at the door.
No, but
No, like
you know
a
what?
vagina.
It's hard. Dating is hard, and now I've given up totally because I think God's going to make it happen for me when I just
See, this is the Bollywood fantasy now you're going back to.
Yeah.
Dharminder and Sharmila Tagore, maybe, that kind of vibe.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it's gonna
I've given
happen.
up. Yeah, I'm not doing dating. I've given up.
It is. I think it is hard.
It is exhausting for people.
It is hard.
It is, when I talk to my brides, and a lot of people are getting married a lot later in age, and it's because they struggle. Because if they don't find someone whilst they're at university or at college or something, then it goes into the world of work, and then it's really hard to find that connection. And then all of a sudden, social media's come, so you can DM someone, so that makes it a little bit easier. But does it? And then you've also got the online apps. It's just a real hard.
What behind the apps? I don't think it's real people anymore.
No, there isn't.
What they tell you and who they are is completely different.
I think, and a lot of people have ruined it for people who actually want it to work as well, which is a shame, isn't it? Because there's a lot of people that it would be so good if that mechanism worked. But so many people have ruined it for other people.
And I've also learned, and I just genuinely think from like my experience, you find it more, you tend to be more successful when you're not searching on social media and on apps and stuff. I think the old-fashioned way is always going to be the best way.
Mine's arranged marriage, so that's what ours are just.
And how funny is that? Yeah, she's saying arranged marriage, but that was the only option. Like once upon a time, it was the introduction, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the way.
Ours was funny because
Jazz's was really funny, but I was like, younger. And when she was getting those, you go to a wedding and all of a sudden, by the time you get back home, like my mom would have like about 5 phone calls or something and be like, rishta karna ya, flana tam karna, and this person and that person. She'd just be sitting there just nodding her head like, no. But it was like that rishta thing which used to come. And I remember you were like, it was funny because I didn't get it at that point. I think I was in my early teens. But I knew it was a way of life that your parents find your partner for you. You say yes, you get married, and that's it. And when it was coming closer to her time for the arranged marriage, because I know that she wouldn't have chosen her own option, I was the dreamer. I was the one that was going to go out and going to go find my own love.
These Bollywood films is, this is how it happens.
But that's how it happened in the Bollywood films, unless you're going to...
It's going to be brilliant, so you go with that flow, don't you?
But all of our cousins, all of our older cousins, nobody had a love marriage. I was the first one to have one. And it was just, we'll come to that another time, another day, another story. But with yours, I used to feel like, shit, like it really, like, oh my God, like she's actually going to have to just get married to someone and go with it. And I was more against it, thinking, not against it, but I was just a dreamer. I wanted to fall in love with a person before getting married to them, with as if you didn't, it wasn't an option. It was kind of like, my mum and dad are going to, find someone for me and it's going to be the right person for me and we'll fall in love afterwards.
But she's still with him and she's still going good.
Good for you.
let's see what...
what was this? Fair.
Are you still single, actually? We don't.
I'm not going to talk about my current love life.
Oh, could be a situationship.
I'm just going to leave that private. It's just easier that way. But I will tell you stories about everything I've been through.
Go on then, tell us some.
What do you want to know?
I don't know yet.
You've heard about the worst date. It can't get worse than that.
No, you can't top that.
Okay.
What was the
best date?
Best date I've been. Oh, I don't even know if I should share this story actually. Like,
because your current girlfriend's going to be like,
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah. We'll leave it.
I don't want to get in trouble.
No, don't want to get in trouble.
Okay, let's play a little game, right? And it's Would You Rather. Okay. So the first one. Have a partner who's super romantic or super practical in a relationship.
That's hard.
Practical. Yeah. Yeah, literally.
Did you say practical?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what did you find hard about that one?
I love both.
You want both? Yeah. You only can have one.
It has to be romantic.
I'm not romantic.
Yeah. We knew your answer.
Have a big, loud family gathering every week or have a quiet nights in with just you and your partner.
I want both.
I don't think you've got the grips of this game.
She wants it all and everything.
I mean, once a week, you're saying the family gathering. Yeah, family gathering once a week.
I would do that.
Family community is so important.
Mm-hmm. Okay, number 3, plan a surprise trip for your partner or have them plan for one for you.
Me
plan it for them.
No, they plan it for me.
I'd surprise him. I love giving, so I'd do the surprise.
I would want to surprise him.
Princess, you just want everything done.
Princess? Do you think I'm a princess?
No, you're not a princess.
I'm not a princess, but I can't be asked to do all that.
Have have your partner be super involved in all your family decisions, or have them respect your independence?
Be
My
involved.
independence.
Huh?
Be involved.
Be involved in all your...
Yeah, like that shows that she's really involved with the family. Like, you know, like
Respect my independence.
I'd say independence as well.
Okay, all right then. Have a partner who's great cook or a great listener?
Listener.
listener. I can be the great cook. I think we've got a theme here.
Have a traditional Desi wedding or a destination wedding in, let's say, Bali.
Traditional Desi.
I would do the destination now.
Now,
100%.
okay.
Oh, no,
It's too much pressure.
I've always wanted a traditional Desi wedding, even though I've slandered on them. Like, not
Yeah.
slandered, like it's a show, but I want to put on a show for my wedding. I'll be real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big fat Indian wedding. Okay. Be able to cook one perfect Desi dish for your partner every day, or be able to make them laugh every day.
Laugh.
Jazz, you don't cook anyway, so flipping come out with the laugh.
Okay.
You're funny.
I'm cooking.
You're funny.
Yeah, you'd be able to make him laugh.
I'm definitely doing the Desi
The
meal.
The Desi meal.
Yeah, away to a man's heart is
Food.
His
But this is the thing. Desi.
his big belly. Okay, then, blah, blah, blah. Where are we? Oh, and gotcha, okay. Have a partner who's super family orientated or one who's super adventurous.
Family orientated.
No, I want family orientated.
I'm thinking, I was just saying, wait for it. I want both.
Okay,
I thought you were going to say that as well. I'm not going to lie.
See? I was waiting for you to
It's
say
a
it, and then she goes,
theme.
have your partner be great, be a great listener or a great gift giver.
Listener.
both.
Just to rephrase it, the title is Would You Rather? Okay. All right. Have a partner who's super organized and on top of all the household chores, or one who is super spontaneous and fun.
The first one.
Yeah, first
What?
one.
He needs to be organized with
Yeah?
the household
Yeah.
chores and
Instead of
everything.
going, Pande chakla.
No, but it's so much easier.
I'll do it in a minute. No, I'll
Actually,
do it in a
yes,
minute.
treat that word and it
Yeah.
easier if they just
Help.
Got it, yeah.
You don't have to like think, oh, how much I do a headache with just bunking. Just do it.
Yeah.
Love me easier. We won't have like little stupid little debates.
the little
And that's
niggles.
more, thinking about the person.
Gesture more than
Yeah.
Just having a clean, organised house is just the best feeling.
I have to agree. Okay. Have your partner be super supportive have a partner be super supportive of your career goals or super supportive of your hobbies.
Career goals.
Chris.
career goals.
Yeah, right at the top of the list. Have a partner who's super romantic on social media or one who's super private.
Super private.
Private.
Have a partner who's super affectionate in public or one who's more reserved.
That's a tough one.
Do you remember back in the day when like the Gore couples used to walk around with one hand in each other's pocket at the back? Do you remember? I don't see that now. Do you guys see that now?
Yeah.
No.
But it was a thing, wasn't it?
No, but even holding hands, you used to see loads of couples holding hands.
Maybe we're not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. I think it's a fine line because it's like, I'm not really one for like, PDA,
Yeah.
Like I prefer just keeping it calm and then saving any affection for like closed doors.
Mm-hmm.
But occasionally, like it's okay to like, you've had a nice time or something, you want to put your arm over her or
Oh,
give her
yeah.
your jacket.
Yeah.
Like I'm all
See,
there
that
for
is nice.
you
Yeah,
know.
no, that's
Things
nice.
like that for chivalry
It's
is
just
great.
comfy.
Yeah.
Just I'm down for chivalry, but when it comes to like real PDA, I'd be like, no.
Closed doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Save that for just you.
It's not the Love
Yeah.
Island, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Have a partner who's super good at managing finances or one who's super good at planning trips.
Finances.
Oh, I would say trips because I can take care of the finances. So that way we could balance each other out.
What's his is mine as well, so he needs to look after finances.
I'll be the accountant for me and her. It's just... You want to both?
No, I'm good at plan the trips. That's what I was thinking.
Yay! That was a good little. We got there in the end with a few little.
In the end.
Well done, guys. Anything else anybody wants to add about any little romantic little ideas? Can I just say one thing? Did you used to have like posters on your walls of the Bollywood stars? Because this
My
one
sister
did.
did. My sister did. It was
I
always
loved it.
Anil Kapoor and his hairy chest. Always. She was obsessed. I was more like, I think it was Kylie Minogue or
Where was the Minder?
Heard
You never posted the Minder?
no, I didn't.
I've heard so many stories about Anil Kapoor posters, and I'm just a bit like, I never got. I can tell you, like, if I would understand if a guy's attractive, but like,
But you know, Anil Kapoor, there was something about him,
Ram
which is
Lakhan?
Ram
There's
Lakhan.
still something about him, I think.
I was gonna say
His character and his personality,
His
he
personality shone.
just came through like with like masses.
Even to this
Yeah.
day,
Brilliant.
that one song that comes on, everybody can clock it. You know the one. What was it?
Edgy
Georgie.
Georgie.
Everybody, even from the young
Yeah.
generation, the old generation, they can clock that song, and he is never aging.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's-
I have to say, guys, you guys have been wicked. Thanks so much for sharing your love experiences and your thoughts and your whole stories and everything, and especially your rat story. Never ever gonna forget that
Nobody
one.
should top that.
And really appreciate you coming on episode
thank you.
number 2.
thank you for having us.
You guys are amazing. Smash it.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Siyapa, Siyapa, yo, the vibes insane. Plenty cold, dropping flames, no cap, no game. Chaos in the mix, we running the lane. Siyapa, Siyapa, turn up the pain. Many Kaur on the mic, yeah, she's the boss. Spitting that heat, no time for loss. Drama so wild, it's breaking the glass. Jump in the show, war, you missing the sauce. Siyapa, Siyapa, yo, the vibes insane. Many Kaur, dropping flames, no cap, no game.